Alright, so enemy, here we go. Last video of the day. I'm gonna start off by saying everything I said in the last videos. This invade was really, really bad. I don't know what you guys were thinking. You haven't even taken a point in anything yet and you're already invading. Uh, and your team's not there. Like, if you're gonna invade, all your team has to be there. And Ezreal and Wukong weren't there. It's really dumb death to give up there. So let's see. So honestly, I think I have more good things to say than bad for you this game. I think you played exceptionally well this game. The landing phase was almost perfect. Uh, I like that y'all rushed to level 2 here. There's definitely some communication to go on level 2. I could see it by the way y'all were playing. So good job on that. You shove in. I think you hit the level 2 by 1 minion thanks to your helping on the auto attacks. And I love it. I mean, this is exactly what we want to do on aggressive supports like this that have hard CC in their kit. Really, really well done here. I think if your Ezreal hit one more Q on the MF instead of Sony, I would have killed him. And what I was saying in the ADC video here is like, I'm really happy you kept the pressure up. A lot of times you'll get that kind of advantage early on where they blow their heal or blow their flash. You hit level 2 and you just shit on them, and they're in a like misposition or they're in this state, and the advantage bot lane doesn't push the advantage, and they get to sustain up with either warlords or a support like Sona or Soraka that just heals them up. And next thing you know, y'all are the ones getting shoved in because your lane doesn't have any sustain at all. But I love that you keep the pressure up and you flash in here and get the flash play on both of them. Like, this is fucking perfect. Like, I have supports in Diamond 2+ that don't do this shit like when they should. Because if you let them survive for a wave or two longer, they're going to heal up and they're going to be just as equal as you. And they're just naturally stronger laners. Like, MF Sona is not a lane to fuck with, so you don't want to get in that spot when you've already created that level 1 or that advantage. So, really, really well played here. I cannot stress it enough how good this was from you guys. You got all their summoners. You could honestly call for a gank as well, and I think you do, but the gank was just poor. So yeah, really, really nice job here. I'm really glad you kept up the pressure here. It's huge. So here y'all just need to shove in and go back. What you could do here... you could roam mid... Oh, never mind, she's backing. Alright, this is fine. So good work on putting the pink in the bush, and that leaves, with your Zac backing, that leaves you guys a really good spot to be ganked, or to get a gank from Zac. But I will say, you kind of gave away this gank really early on, and you're positioning aggressively when you have this massive wave coming in. I don't really like that. I know y'all are ahead, but just let this come in. Let the wave reset before you start to do that. You take unnecessary damage. Fast forward until it resets. Not much to see here. So I'm assuming you called Zac to gank since they were bot. Their Sona went Mia, so you can assume that she warded River. Although Zac has a pink, so he definitely should have dropped his pink. It ended up not being warded at all, which is really strange, but he definitely should have dropped his pink when he came in for this gank. So you call in Zac, but they don't see him, and you give away this gank really early on. Like, you shouldn't push like this. Like, I guess you were assuming that it was warded, but you could have avoided this problem by Zac just dropping his pink. Like, you knew he had a pink, you just say, dude, drop a pink there. And if it's not warded, you don't have to give this away. Like, I know you want to be there for him when he comes in, but like, if you just stay right here, like, you're positioning really aggressively and forcing them to run away when they don't even have this warded. If you stay right here, they're gonna stay right here just regularly laning, but you give this away like way too early, and look how far out they are. Like, no support just does this for no reason. That gives away that you have to think of that. Like, you gave away the gank really, really soon here, which could have been a really good gank, and look how far your ADC is. And then you go way deep once we're already disengaging. Use your ignite, blow everything. The whole sequence of plays here was just really bad. Definitely could have been avoided. Like, look, this ended up not even being warded. Like, if you just let Zac engage there first, they're going to be pushed up. And you see Vi here. You see her twice. He pushes. She does this scrying orb. So you know she's there. And then she just walks straight down. And you miss your flay, but you probably would have died anyway. I don't know. Really poor. Like, everything about that just was probably the worst part of the entire game, in my opinion. There's no point. I don't think you should go bot lane here. Ezreal, you should be telling Ezreal to back. Like I said in the ADC video, like you need a back here. There's no reason for you to be here. Your support isn't here, and they have to deal with these minions. Like they can't push in before you get the gold or whatever. How am I saying? Yeah, they can't push you back in by the time that you back and get back. So he has a free back here, but he stays, and so you kind of have to go bot lane. But you should have told him to back and then look for a round mid because your backs aren't synchronized here. So you're gonna be like wasting a lot of time. Like I'm assuming you're gonna head bot, he's gonna back, you're gonna help. I think you help him push, and then he backs, and then you roam. But you've already given away your spot. Like when you're coming from base, they don't know where you go. You could go top, you could go mid, but you come bot and then you roam mid, which isn't as efficient as just going straight mid. Like I guess he called you to help push, but he really should have just backed much sooner. I know it doesn't reach tower, but you can't expect a lane like this to freeze. And honestly, he's 1v2. He just shouldn't have been by himself either. So here, I like the idea of the roam. This pathing is terrible. You just saw Vi come bot. You could have assumed that she warded this shit. You could be walking on a landmine of wards. You just blindly go through all this. Like Lux and Vi are missing. Maybe in comms, LeBlanc said that she was backing. I don't know. But yeah, be careful with your pathing early on, especially since you have flash, but I don't think you had flash coming through. But still, you don't want to assume like, oh, I'm fine, I have my flash if I need to use it. So yeah, just be careful with pathing. This Lux is really stupid here. She knows you're there, so she just cleared the ward, and y'all still get this kill. It's really strange. So, I don't know. I think that's more Lux being bad than anything, but I guess good job for making the roam work. You should definitely help her push in here, though. Because, look, you have relic stacks up. You need this gold. She can't push that as herself, as LeBlanc, very well. And your ADC has a freeze here, so he's not going to get killed if you leave him by himself for a little bit. So, you could have stayed up. There's nitty-gritty things. You could have stayed a little bit and, you know, gone a little bit more done, but yeah. Another thing, don't get your sweeper before you get sightstone ever. You need the vision until you get your sightstone. It's really bad to get sweeper before that, because then you're left with no vision and it's kind of dumb. Getting vision early on in laning phase is more important than denying it. But once you get sightstone, by all means get the sweeper, but got it a little early there. So you just cleared this bush mid here. You could look for a repeat gank. I don't know. Not sure what you're doing here. You just saw Vi here and Lux here. So you can't really go for a deep ward. Kind of just... I guess you just don't know what you're doing. You saw Vi for a second. So you know Vi's bot. Drop a ward probably like right here. Okay, that's fine too. You're just... Whew, okay. This was really clean, really well played. That was a close call. But honestly, like y'all saw Vi, you should have gone the ward and just gone out. No reason for it to even get to that point. Ezreal's low here, and y'all just saw Vi bot, and they can kill you. So I would definitely just get out. No reason for you guys to stay there. He could just ult and then back. What I would do. No reason to force staying in this lane. This support's really bad. But whatever. I also Oh, I guess y'all. This is when y'all call for the dive. So I thought this dive was a good idea, but you kind of guaranteed death by being the one to take aggro without your flash. Like once you go in, there's no going out. You're gonna die. So that's one trade kill, and then you have to expect your teammate to kill them before anything else. And y'all trade 2 for 2, which isn't really worth it. Definitely think LeBlanc should have been the one to take aggro with her W. And this was really dumb by Toro to die here. She's on cooldowns and he keeps... I don't know what he does. That was really stupid. So here, if I was just bot side, right? So, I'm going to pause right here. So, you can assume that she's going topside. However, you know her rates are gone and her wolves might be up and her blue's coming up. So, it's kind of hard to tell here. But I would at least run straight to her blue and get the ward over. Oh, okay, she went straight for drag. Never mind. Forget everything I said. I don't know why she did that, but whatever. Yeah, okay, good job not getting deep vision when they're here. It's good awareness. Honestly, I will say you have a lot of room to roam here. Thresh is a really good roaming champion, and Ezreal's great in a 1v2. And since they're just shoving him in, he can survive, and you could be helping out your team mid here. Or, with seeing them 3 mid, you could go and get deep vision. I think that would have been the best bet. No reason for you to stay here. Ezreal could just farm long range Q. Like Vi's dead, you could get wards here and here, and that's valuable information. You're literally doing nothing here, so you just need to be aware and take those opportunities when they're given. Are you out of wards or something? Oh, you are. You need to back every time you're out of wards. Every time. Once you run out of wards, even if you have 3 plays, just back. If you can. And don't be afraid to place wards if you already have 3 placed. Because the vision that I said you could have gotten here is much more valuable than whatever you got already. So you should have backed like 10 minutes ago. This was really good. Y'all saw 2 top and went for this fight. That was really good. Just to invade their jungle when you know you have a man advantage. Not gonna rewind, but yeah, nice call, nice call. Unfortunately, you still have it back, so you have no wards. You could be getting some really valuable vision there. But luckily your team dropped some decent wards. If you get 2 turrets off that, that's pretty massive. You want to play towards bot side now, because you have all this open space now that you can go out of, since they don't have turrets. So if you get the vision in their blue side, you could start to push up your vision a little bit deeper. Like put your pinks in the river instead of back here, and put your actual wards up here, and try to look for picks with your pinks pushed further. So here, I don't know what y'all were thinking. LeBlanc is dead. Y'all don't win fights no matter what. This was really stupid. That was dumb. No reason to be for y'all to be in the position you were with your mid laner down. Just back up and wait for the minions to actually get there. Good hook there. Good rotation here to stay with your mid laner though, in case she needs the lantern and stuff. But previously your mid laner died and you were all melee champions trying to get in range. Using your foot a bit too early. I know you know it cancels it, but yeah, you should definitely be pushing up to try and get vision here. Or maybe some pigs. I like the attempt. So yeah, I can tell like there's a lot of times where like for here for example, you don't really know like what to do. If you place your max wards, you could back and come back. Um, I would definitely play there first and then hook, but that's just me. Do you have wards? Nope. Alright, back. Your vision game is pretty poor. And I assume it's because you don't back as much as you should. Like you should be lighting up that blue side every chance you can. With every back. I like the rotation top lane because that's the last outer turret. I was saying in the other videos like y'all should have gone this top turret much sooner. I don't know why y'all take so long. So Vine cinched her top. You could get some vision. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. There's no reason to actually have a vision in the Baron pit if you got the vision for them coming to it. Especially this early in the game. And he's got Scud also. Wasted ward here. You should be getting one like here or here. Or in the entrances of the jungle around here. These wards are kind of meh. Not the best wards you can get. Did you even drop your third ward? I don't even know where you put it. I would back here again. I just keep backing. That's a really good pick there. Played this fight pretty decently. Unfortunate he died. Just gonna fast forward through all this. I really want to focus on your macro play more than anything, because your individual play was good for the majority of the game, and I know that you're more of a macro kind of player. So with Baron up, I'm sick of you getting this ward in the pit. They could be going for, actually there it's fine because they could actually be going for it with Zac down, but it's much more valuable to like just ward the entrances. I don't know. Like they're almost always gonna have a pink or sweeper available for the pit. And it's early in the game, so I don't think that they would go for a Baron. But just getting the vision over here just lets you see like I don't know, y'all should be in the position to threaten Baron, not them. And it lets you see where they're coming to make picks accordingly. Good job staying alive here. And it's the right call for here to go Baron, especially since you kill Vi. She shouldn't have suicided like that. Oh, you died. Alright, so you shouldn't be going topside at all. You should have gone from base straight to dragon. And maybe get a ward on dragon since they're probably going to do it. Right now, you want to think, at this point of the game, you want to think, okay, we have Baron. What are we going to do? Where are we going to push? What are we going to do with Wukong with his split pressure? What are we going to do? So you could do three things. You could all group as 5. You could send Wukong in one wave, or you could send Wukong in one lane with TP, or you can do a 1-3-1. But with Baron, you definitely always want to push. Here, what I would say is if you can all get up and back in time, I would. You definitely you have 3 outer turrets, but Dragon's up soon, so I would definitely pressure like the top slash mid side of the map because you want to be near Dragon. Um, but it's critical here at this very point in time that you figure out where you want to push because you need to ward accordingly. If you're gonna push mid, you just need a ward kind of like here, and maybe one of your flanks, and you should have everything warded for pushing mid. If you're gonna push top, ward their red side jungle so you know when they're coming. Maybe get picks accordingly. You can stack up in this bush and try and get a pick in their pink. If you want to, I think the best option is bot and send Wukong top. Get the vision. Maybe a ward here like uh, where they can come from basically, so you can get picks on the rotation. And you need to make that decision now because this is your window to go get wards. I think Vi died recently, or we saw her back or something. I don't really remember. Um, and so what you ward here is critical. So you see Vi heading bot side, you can assume she's gonna go to drag. So what you could do is tell your team, hey, let's go top. There's no reason to go bot, and I can get vision top for my team here. So you see Vi bot, you see their team bot. It's just Sona. You could set up for a top push here, with your team coming up, and send Wukong bot. So yeah, what I would do is just get these wards here while you see them bot, and call for the push top with Wukong bot side. But instead, what you do, you just kind of run around and get the safe vision that you've been getting for the majority of the game. Like this ward isn't gonna do anything. Like you're looking to push. This ward is so far back. It's not gonna. Like you're placing wards to place wards at this point. Think about where you want to have vision on the enemy, and get the vision at the correct times. So right here, you got all this darkness. They could be coming around here. They could be right here. They could be grouped right there. They could be here. And look, yeah, there we go. Like imagine if you had a ward in this spot right here. See what I mean? Like a lot of the times y'all get picked off here is due to just poor vision. I think these are the wards you've placed. Like you're in a position to be pushing. These wards are so far deep, they're actually not valuable at all. If you had the correct wards, this all probably would have been avoided. But instead, she gets the drop on y'all, and y'all end up dying. I don't even want to talk about that. I think you saw them coming, because the only way they could come is... Actually, they could come through here. And you just face check a bush. And, I don't know. Y'all needed to back off once you lost your ADC and your mid. No reason for y'all to stay here and try and salvage this tower. Really, really bad there.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So here, once again, you're coming out of base. Vi's dead. They have to backfire this inhibitor. You need to pick where you want your vision now. I think you guys might still have Baron, and you got the top side pushing. So call for the push top. You've got a massive wave. Get the ward. I mean, in all honesty, you have everything you need warded in the red side. So you could just ward their blue side here, and just be careful. Just ward for the flank. Like what do you? Yeah, you've got 3 wards available. And look, she comes from the same fucking spot again. Y'all win this fight, but that's the like second or third time they've come from this area without any vision. And you have your 3 wards up. Like you literally don't have to worry about top at all. Just get this ward here. It's so valuable. There's been so many times that she's been able to sneak through because of that, when she really shouldn't have been able to. Yeah, you just really gotta work on your vision game. You gotta think ahead of support. You gotta think where you can get the vision while people are down, and where you want to ward accordingly. So I don't think there's much more to be said this game, to be honest. That was another fight that y'all fought, 3v5. I'm not even gonna get into that. You guys keep fighting without Wukong, which is really stupid. It's not even worth going over. The one mistake is fighting without Wukong. So Baron's up. Let me guess. Yep, you put a pit in Baron when y'all have complete control of the map. This ward's okay, but this should be the furthest ward into y'all's side. This should be the first ward and these should be the second. And you also be putting pinks everywhere here, trying to get picks while they come trying to contest Baron. It's a good hook there. I like the prediction. Once they go really deep here, I would sit right here and drop box. You drop box way too fucking late. You could have dropped it like before you left here, and they would have had to go all the way around. I mean, they were already pretty zoned from the fight, but yeah. So that's about it, honestly. Then they're stupid and try to get Baron, and y'all get inhibs and end the game. Yeah, we'll just end this game. I'm gonna stop it there, cause yeah, y'all just win here. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna end this video with key points. I will say, all in all, for the majority of the game, you did pretty well. The laning phase was absolutely like I'll almost say perfect. Like I would love to have you as support when I play solo the queue. It's like I'll go as far as saying that. However, your pathing at some points was pretty sketchy because you'd walk through dark zones, and you needed to look at the game from an outside view and kind of think like ahead of time, like think where you want to ward before you even go there. Like as you're backing, what lanes are pushing, who isn't there, what are we trying to push for, where are we going, what objectives are we going for, what do I need to ward, where do I need to ward, that kind of stuff. And it seemed like you just didn't have that at all. You just warded the same safe spots. Like I don't think you pushed your vision past this like really at all. Maybe a couple words like here and here, but I mean, it's like you win games with vision. When you won these first two turrets, you put wards in their bot side and you try to find pinks or you try to find picks where they have to walk while y'all have the advantage of having the map open up to you. But if you're not gonna use the vision, it's not even like y'all are ahead. Like you guys are so ahead on the map and it doesn't even seem that way. And I think that large part of that is just due to vision. So big thing on vision. Uh, I'm not gonna go in micro at all today because I think you did a great job. Um, besides like the nitty gritty stuff I pointed out. So be careful on your rotations. Quit warding Baron Pit unless they're actually going to go for Baron. Uh, the wards coming into it or like around it are a little bit more valuable because in the pit they're always going to have a pink or sweep it, so it's always going to get destroyed anyway. And there's no reason to ward Baron Pit when y'all are the ones pushing past the mid part of the map. So yeah, not a bad game though, I will say that. But that's the end of this video.